Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome back to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Zach, and today I'm going to be unboxing Walls of York. Plan, build, and rebuild your ever new city. This is actually one I'm not too sure of what to expect in here. This was one that Jesse, I believe, got Michaela as a gift, so I think he probably knows a little bit more about it than I do. But I'm excited to kind of see what's in here. It's a CMON game, so that should be exciting. And it looks like we're building up some walls, rolling some dice. You can't go wrong with that. So I'm excited to see what is in here and see if I have to get this to the table as quickly as possible. Yeah, right off the bat, I do like the artwork on the cover. It's got a very nice castle look to it, and it's I always like the softer look of some of these, where it's a little more, I don't know what you'd call it exactly. I want to say fantasy, but it's it's not exactly. Yeah, I just really like the look of that. But then we got a Walls of York rule book. Oh boy, this is only 7 pages long. So yeah, hopefully, I mean, and then there's a lot of big pictures here of examples, I believe, so hopefully that'll be a quick rule book to read. So yeah, if we want to get that to the table, we should be able to get it there pretty quickly. Then we've got a cardboard. This feels a little thin, but it should be thick enough. It's a little thinner than some of the other pieces. You can definitely have this bend a bit. It seems like they'll punch out of there pretty easily. I do like the looks of the coins here. I do like that they have pretty distinct colors. Maybe I would have went a little more yellow versus the bronze, but you can obviously see the 1 versus 10 versus 5. So I like that they use numbers that you can easily tell them apart. Sometimes I feel like that can be a bit of an issue sometimes. Looks like a Viking helmet and a little sword there. So we'll have to see what we all do in this game. Oh boy, this looks like we're going to be putting together a little castle thing, or a wall, probably. So that'll be interesting. It's very gray, very detailed. It'd be nice to see what that looks like, the final product. Let's see if we can get this thing open here. I feel like this should have an opening. There we go. Here we go. Not really. Okay, so it seems like those come apart. So there'll be some squares here. I'm not sure what I think of this artwork. It's making me think of artwork from the game Concept. It's making me think of the square boxes with like the symbols in there that you're trying to get people to guess a certain word, and you're using these symbols or colors or whatever to try to get someone to guess that. These boxes are very much making me think of that. Don't know that it's my favorite artwork, but it's still very solid, and I think it's pretty clean as to what each of these areas are, if you need to know that. So looks like we've got 4 of those. They all look kind of similar. I'm sure they're laid out slightly differently. You got those, and you got those. Oh boy. And then we've got one extra empty bag there. And then we've got 3 wooden dice here. Blue wooden dice. I like the color they use here. It looks very regal. So yeah, they roll pretty well. And then we've got a pretty large 6-sider here. I'm guessing this is going to have something to do with how you are placing these wall pieces. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, it's a very interesting looking die. That's what I've got to say about that. I'm not exactly sure how it works in the game, but it should be fun to roll a big die around. It's always fun, I think. And last but not least, Looks like these are all, they look pretty much all the same. We've got some nice little wall pieces here. So I think you'll probably be setting those out on the boards. I'm wondering if it's going to be a little fiddly when you're trying to put these in place, since there's not like a double layer or something for them to kind of slot into. Not that I can tell anyway. So I wonder if they'll be a little fiddly, that they'll be easy to knock over or not. But they do look very interesting. I'm fascinated as to how these are going to be used and how it's going to kind of pop up off of your board, I'm assuming, and give a very 3D look to the game as you go along. So yeah, I'm hoping to eventually get this one to the table and try it out, and hopefully it'll be a really solid game. It looks like it should be pretty well put together. So yeah, I'll be interested to see how the final product will look once you have these walls out on the board. And I'm wondering what this die is going to do. It looks like a very alien die, but I don't think that has anything to do with Walls of York. So yeah, if you've watched this video and you like it, give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more unboxing videos, definitely subscribe and hit the notification so you see when those come out. Otherwise, we hope to see you on the next video. And as always, don't forget to keep on nibbling on our content.